What's up, everybody? Welcome to 5 Idiots Talking Toys Live. We are here on a Sunday night, ready to hang out with you guys and have an Ask Me Anything session. So thanks very much for being here. All the boys are here tonight. I'm going to start turning down this music, our fun theme music. It's Sunday night. It is 5 Idiots Talking Toys here on YouTube Live. You'll be able to watch the episode after the fact if you want to come back and watch again, or you want to share this with anyone else who is not here and missed it. We have our video cast, our video podcast on YouTube every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time is when the new episodes launch. When we do a live stream, we do it at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We also have those episodes on all your favorite podcast apps if you want to listen in the car or whatnot in the audio form. We also have other content that comes out throughout the week. On Wednesdays, we have Wins and Whiffs of the Week. That is only on YouTube because it's a video, visual show where we show our collectibles. And we also have unboxings, graded items that come in, toy hunts. Brandon is always at a convention. Those videos are on YouTube as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment. Of course, you're going to be commenting in the chat, but comment on this video after it's posted. Let us know what you thought of the episode. We'd appreciate it. It always helps the channel. Let's bring the guys in now. We've got John here. Chris is here. Brandon, welcome. And Charles is here.
Hello. How do I sound?
Good. Well, better.
The microphone's working now, so I better sound good.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound better.
Oh, yeah, you sound absolutely amazing.
I got his birthday today.
Whose birthday is it?
He went to Burger King today. He
Burger King.
he wanted everyone to know that he went to Burger King today.
No, birthday.
Oh, Luke's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where's Brandon?
Birthday.
It's just Yoda tonight.
It's a good question.
I think Yoda's here tonight.
Oh, wait. I see a shadow lurking.
Yoda?
There's Brandon.
No one cares about you, Brandon.
Yoda, can you please take a seat?
Go under the table. We only care about Yoda.
Correct.
All right, guys. So we got 35 folks in here. That's awesome. If we hit 50 tonight, we're going to be doing the giveaway. So please share this stream with your fellow collectors. Let's get a few more people in here. As soon as we hit that number, later in this live stream, we're going to be giving away the graded Emperor's Royal Guard. It's a Taiwan 85. Is that right, Chris?
You are correct. Yes. Good night, buddy. Come on.
All right, we're catching Chris at bedtime. We've all been there. We get that. So what's been going on with you guys? Anything this week super exciting? I know the Wildminsters got in some graded stuff this week from CAS. Is that right? I know we have videos up.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
You are correct.
Everything come in as expected?
Correct.
Yep. Everything came in good, and I think there's more coming in.
Yeah, so I know I had 2 orders from CAS come in. I had an order from AFA. I also bought a loose graded collection. It just happened to come in pretty much the same time. And then I bought a bunch of loose figures, and that came in at the same time. So it's like everything came in just one shot, which is a good thing. And then Charles got a bunch of stuff in.
Nice.
Good.
So mostly loose, all loose graded this time. No vehicles or special setups or anything like that.
Most of mine, I would say, is definitely loose graded, but I do have a lot of loose figures. I posted it on Rogue 5. A lot of complete figures, a lot of accessories, a bunch of coins. So there will be a bunch for sale starting next week. I still have to go through it, take pictures, price everything and stuff. So
Okay. Guys, I'm going to keep my eye on the number, and I see we're at 41 right now, so we're in good shape. We need to get a few more people in here, and we'll trigger the giveaway tonight. A loose graded AFA 85 Taiwan ERG, Emperor's Royal Guard. So
Gotta get it
somebody, yeah, you got to be here to win. you got to be here live to win. If you're not here, we move on. But we have an ability to pick a winner from the comments, and we will announce that when we're ready to give that away. So, guys, let's
I have a question for you, Shane.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lynette Snow is signing up their dogs. Is that allowed if their dogs sign in?
They have to be over 8.5 pounds.
Well,
Lynette,
okay.
Lynette, if they're
Did they like
they-
and subscribe?
Yes.
Do they have a YouTube?
If
Are
they have their
they a
own YouTube account,
subscriber?
yeah.
I would
If
assume.
they have their own account and they liked and subscribed, then yes.
and it's a hard 8.5. A hard 8.5 pounds. The cutoff is serious. No dogs underweight, and then they can be qualified.
The Snow said the dogs are over 8.5 pounds.
Excellent. All right, so let's add them on. So that means we're up to I don't know how many dogs it is, but we're on the way. We're on the way to 50.
I'm gonna have Grayson sign on right now too, so maybe he'll win.
All right, so we got a lot of comments already. I'm trying to like sift through them as I chat with you guys, and we'll
Start
do
with
that.
the first question.
Yeah, let's
Because-
go.
To it.
Tonight's Ask Us Anything, right?
Anything.
Todd's happy to be
Anything?
here. You're welcome, Todd.
Ask us anything, and we have to answer the question.
Well,
Correct.
there's a breaking point somewhere. This is not supposed to be a personal question show, but
Is this like truth or dare?
no.
It's almost like truth or dare.
I think like Todd and the hardcore contingent were so prepared for this to be like truth or dare.
Not truth or dare.
Yeah, like I don't know if Cody Shepard's out there. There was a couple people that were very excited about the theme, but well, we're going to focus on the collecting hobby, the pop culture, the movies, all the stuff that we talk about, the toys, and then of course our show. If you have questions about the background of the show and things that go on behind the scenes, and anybody's welcome to answer anything they want to. But if anybody feels anything's a little too personal, fair enough.
Are we bothering you, Brandon? Or
I'm trying to read the comments.
oh, okay.
They're on the screen.
I think he's shopping for airfare for the convention for the ICCC.
Oh,
Who wants to ask us about that? Because I was checking
can-
the numbers tonight.
God.
I can answer you this. Shane has no hair. Brandon has no hair. Chris has no hair. Brandon is the only one who has a legitimate full head of hair, but he wears a hat anyway. I'm like 3/4, I think. 60%, 75%.
I love how the hat thing really bothers people.
I know.
It
Yeah.
really bothers people. They always want to know why we wear hats inside.
Yeah.
You
I
wanna
was,
remove 'em for once. Do we want to remove them for the episode? Is that what we want to do?
No.
No.
All right, you can put yours back on, Brandon.
The funny thing is, guys, like in high school, I wore a hat like every minute I was awake of the day. I would
Yeah.
fall asleep with a hat on. And maybe that's why I have no hair now. But today, like these days, I only wear a hat on this show. I mean, I'll wear a hat like running out to the store, but like 5% of my life do I wear a hat.
I wear hats
Oh, I wear
because
hats all the time.
my
Me too.
hair is usually a mess. So, and I don't like.
Oh, you poor
doing it,
baby.
so-
My hair is usually a mess too. That's why I wear it.
Brandon's long, luxurious, thick perm press is sometimes not where it needs to be, so he has to wear a hat. Chris,
Get
do you
my
remember
blowout.
that?
If I had, if I had a perm press or long locks like Brandon, I would never wear a hat.
Yeah.
The minute I had my first kid about 3 years ago, I would see the hair falling out of my head like the paint chips in Shane's figures on his shelf.
In the hands.
In the hands.
Oh, it's so true.
So lately, what I've been doing, I took this cue from one of you guys. I have a MacBook which I'm on right now, and I have a large monitor, and so this is kind of like during the day. This is my secondary screen. So I've been putting our channel on and just like putting it on shuffle, basically, like just play anything from our channel. And I have it on mute, and I'll pop it on every now and then. And so I get to see some funny stuff now because it's, we've been doing the show for like a year and a half. So I get to see some older stuff now. And I scrolled down on the comments of some random episode this past week, and somebody was so angry about the hats.
Oh,
So this is not a new thing.
no.
No.
Somebody was like, Why do you always wear hats? All of you are wearing hats.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Is,
That's
why
yes.
not?
That's
wear,
the
question.
Why not wear hats?
Why
not wear hats?
Why not wear one?
Right.
Yeah.
Don't ask us why we wear hats. That's not the question.
Yeah.
The question is why not wear a hat?
Why
Exactly.
Why
wouldn't we?
wouldn't we?
Exactly.
I felt bad for Chris mid-episode because I had so much fun with the why not the last episode we recorded and he wasn't on.
Well,
I'm like, oh, this is all-time classic. I love
according to you guys, I was in Hawaii and I was swimming in the water doing this and spitting,
it. Yeah.
which none of that actually happened at all. I was actually home the whole time with kids, but
Yeah.
you know.
China bar hats.
Well, certain fans on the flip side of the hat thing,
People
certain
like the
fans are going to
hat.
be very excited tonight that Jeffrey is back. Because when Jeffrey was missing from the show, that was a problem.
That's
Hey,
another thing. People love Jeffrey. People hate Jeffrey. I don't know what the answer is.
Love Jeffrey.
We have our own hats for sale, by the way. If somebody
We
wants
do.
to buy
We
them.
do. Yeah.
We do. And we have a number of different designs. We don't just have, we have the logo, the version of the logo that's on our YouTube channel. We have the version. We have one of these deals, the version of some of our stickers. The hat, the silhouette, and the hat logo. So there's a couple different things to choose from. And we're going to have some new designs in the merch shop soon, I think.
Todd had a great suggestion.
Good job.
My.
Got another question?
Another question? Well, this is kind of a statement.
From Todd asked if we can wear sombreros in the next episode.
And then Todd asked if I had chicken fries. No, I had. Well, I was eating Girl Scout cookies
Oh, that's a good
a
one.
second ago.
All right,
But
guys, I'm breaking
I
news
had-
here. We're
I
at
had
49
Georgie.
people. Go ahead.
Okay. I had Georgian pizza.
We're at 48 now.
Yeah.
Made it
We
in
actually
the
just we just lost
Yeah.
people since John said that he had Georgia pizza.
Yeah, Georgia pizza, we lose people.
It's such crap.
Good.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, I do have a question here from Sam Sams. Our buddy has a question for Charles.
They do. Yep.
Do they really?
Do they
I've never
really?
seen one.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've
god.
never
Yeah.
seen one.
Loose graded.
I think
I
on
mean-
I think on the website they have a Django Fett Lego graded, something like that.
So I would
They
assume
definitely
it's just minifigures, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm sure it looks awesome, but how do those things not fall apart in the case? Like
I mean,
Lego?
Pretty tight.
Yeah, those pieces
They're
aren't
pretty
coming
tight.
apart by themselves. And
Really?
if they're
Have you ever tried
I
to
mean,
pull a
it
head off
can.
one of them?
well,
it
they
can.
do ship boxes upside down, Brandon. You never know.
Well, I know, but I mean these Lego pieces are on tighter than a fat girl's sock, so they're
Oh,
God.
oh
Brandon,
boy.
There's exactly 50 people on here. There's no way that one of them. You just offended one person at least.
At least.
I can't cut that out.
we only have I think it's 3.27% of our viewers are female.
yeah,
We need
that's
to
true.
work on getting that number up, not
Yes.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
All
job,
right.
Brandon.
Uncle Vic has a question.
we have 50. Nobody left.
All right,
Vic,
we've hit 50.
Go on Google and look it up yourself. You don't ask. You don't ask the Star Wars podcast.
It is
Shane,
right next to Florida.
out of all the questions that have been asked in the comment section, this is the one that we pick right here.
Me.
A
Not
Google
me.
I
question?
did.
Who? John, you asked a Google question? Really?
All right, well let's rephrase that question. John, how long does it take you to drive to Florida from where you are in Georgia? Is that a day not a
Yeah.
day trick, but
Why
trip,
are we
but you can-
entertaining this idea?
Well,
Well, because Vic asked a question.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
How far is Georgia from Florida? Georgia borders Florida.
All right, moving
That's
on.
not
We're- John
Well,
could have
about
just
6
said
hour
it takes
drive.
me 3 hours to get there. I don't know.
I'm about a 6-hour drive.
Oh, that's far. Yeah. That's
Thank
far.
you.
All right.
Yeah, Greg
All right.
Snow. How
Here
long
we
have you
go.
guys been collecting? Oh, this question is. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Juan Carlos is here. This
Uh-oh.
question is for Chris.
Great. To drive for a full run of raised bar china. I would I would I would drive to China. Honestly, I'd drive to China for a full run of raised bar china.
So
Yes.
wait, this is
drive to
like
China.
92 figures, the full run, all with a raised China bar.
Yeah.
Raised China bar. You can't drive to China
Oh, I'm gonna drive there.
unless you put your car on a ferry boat.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Now, I know more than 3/4 of them don't have a full raised bar china, but I will
Right.
make sure that when I get to China, I'll find them for you.
That's more of a Shane question for the raised China bar.
Yeah, where is the raised China bar factory? That's what I want to know. Is that a Google question too?
China.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right, Greg Snow has a question. How long have you guys been collecting? Let's do a kind of a quicker round robin on that.
So
Shane?
here, I got a
Go ahead.
question. I got a question for the question. What do you consider? So people are saying I've been collecting since I was a kid. So do you think that means were you collecting as a kid, or were you playing with your toys and now you collect those same things that you played with?
I'll go first, Shane.
Yeah.
I've
Go
been
ahead.
collecting since I was about 16 years old. I switch around Star Wars. I went through Indiana Jones. Now I'm on Legos. I always collect. I always collect something.
Well, I just want to answer Brandon real quick, and I think when we were kids and these same toys that we're collecting now were out, I think I'm pretty confident the answer is we were playing with those toys. They were toys.
Yeah.
We got toys, we got presents, and we played with them. There are probably kids who are 10 and under now that collect stuff, because I feel like that it's more of a known hobby. Like they probably collect pops,
Yeah.
Legos and things like that, where they actually do collect them, and of course their parents are probably involved showing them how to collect.
I did both as a
Great
kid.
point.
I played with toys, and I also collected because my dad was into collectibles, comics, cards, toys. So we'd go to shops and get stuff for the collection. But I would also play
Okay.
with. I play with some of those toys as well.
Brandon,
Yeah.
how long have you been collecting?
Probably for 32 years.
Thank you. Next, Chris.
I started collecting when I was 13, I guess when the Power of the Force 2 figures came out, so about 27 years now.
John.
Probably since 1978.
Jesus!
Shane.
I was born in 1978, and I've been collecting since 2014.
And I've been collecting since I was
nice.
16, so 27 years. Yeah, same thing.
I mean,
Yeah, so not long for me.
I mean that includes like baseball cards, comic books, everything,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Collecting in general.
so that's okay. So that's a fair point. I did collect baseball cards when I was, early teenage years. There were things like that. Starting lineup figures. I still have. I don't have any of the toys from when I was a kid, except I have two
Shame.
starting lineup figures.
I don't think Greg is interested in when you started collecting starting figures, okay? I think it revolves around Star Wars, not baseball cards or starter figures.
Greg, could you be more specific next time and say Star Wars? God.
Sorry, Greg.
We can do a full episode on starting lineup.
How did
Good.
how did Greg's question only have 7 words in it, and it took us 15 minutes? It's impossible.
Oh
My God.
Good question. It was a good question.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great question.
Maybe Long Island will break off from the rest of the country and float out to the ocean. Jesus.
Shane hates
See-
Chris right now.
See how the microphones and the
Shane.
internet works out in the middle
He's
of the
talking about Ricky Henderson and his starting lineup
Shane.
figures. No one cares.
Shane,
Long
Kids didn't collect those?
Long Island is an island, so it's already broken away from the rest of the
No, it's very well attached, believe
Shane,
me.
you don't have to hate me with Chris. You
No,
can only
that's
hate
true.
Chris and leave me.
Well, you can come visit New Jersey for that one day and just,
Okay,
you'll
thank
just
you.
stay here.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. A question.
Question: Any new news about AFA? I mean, we don't know anything more than
No,
you know,
there's.
what they post.
I'm going to say that there's no new news, but all the rumors are pointing at they're not going to ever do loose grading ever again. That's every rumor from every person I know.
Wow.
And that's the same with me.
that they're
Everybody
never.
thinks they're not going to do it again.
Yeah, and it's not from like regular Joe Schmo. It's from like reputable people that are in the business. So, who knows?
Okay. Well, we'll see. Aaron has a question. Will you guys have a vendor booth at ICCC? Love the show.
False.
Absolutely not.
Never again. Never, ever again.
Well,
Absolutely not.
Ian McDermott was just announced, and we can go actually listen to him speak this time. That's one of the main reasons why we're not doing a booth this year, is because there was no chance or time to go in and see those kind of people, interview those kind of people, have them on our podcast or anything. We're trying to grow our podcast this year at ICCC, so we're going to be out there, filming and recording live podcasts there, and with some of the actors and actresses that are there and other collectors.
We will always be at the ICCC show supporting, but as far as selling, no. Last year, it's a lot of work. Me and Charles drove 15 hours in a car with all of our product. We have to set everything up from early morning. You're stuck there till late at night. You're stuck behind a booth the whole time. You can't interact with people. You can't talk to your friends. We have, I don't know, $100,000 of merchandise just sitting out there, and it's just a lot of work. I'd rather just go and hang out and talk to people than have to do a job there.
Yeah, it's pretty clear from what you just said, but my first thought was to make it clear that has nothing to do with the show. The vending at the show is fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
There's amazing stuff there. We had an experience. I mean, we had an experience where we had some good memories hanging out and interacting with people in a manner of, selling stuff. And Brandon brought stuff that he created custom. I brought some custom stuff. You guys had some beautiful stuff. John had racks of stuff that you could spin around. I mean, it was really well done, I thought, across you four guys did a great job. But it has nothing to do with the show. It's just not for us. We thought it would be a cross way to promote the podcast and also, make a few bucks, cover our expenses for the trip, and it turned into we were working full time for 3 straight days. And the vendors who are there, most of them, they go around and do other toy shows. That was our first time. They know what they're signing up for. We got cold water thrown on us.
We're all standing there straight up behind a table for 12 hours a day, and it was tiring. It really was. And then at nighttime, everyone wants to hang out, go to room sales and stuff, and we're tired.
We were supposed to go downtown to the city with a group of people, and it never even came close to that because we were exhausted. By 7 p.m. we're exhausted. So we are looking to do a lot of filming, interviewing with the podcast, and then a lot of nighttime hanging out with the viewers, friends that we had before we started this podcast, who we get to see only at the conventions, but. That's what we're looking forward to, I think.
If you're going this year, please say hi if you see us walking around.
Yep,
for sure.
We should have a business card, right?
We should have a business card.
Really? Okay, cool.
We'll be wearing our 5 Idiots Talking Toys merchandise.
This is a sore subject.
We'll have some new refreshed kind of stuff, but we'll be giving out stuff. We'll have some swag and stuff, I'm sure. We haven't started playing that, but we should.
I have a bunch of stickers left over from last year, so I'm just gonna Sharpie the 2 out and put a 3.
Perfect.
All right, let's see what else. So, by the way, we're at 57 viewers. Thank you very much to everyone for being here. We are going to do the giveaway, so please hang around. Later in this live stream, we're going to be doing the giveaway. And I just want to say, you must be a subscriber to the YouTube channel. I know most of you are. The people that tune in for our live streams are our regular viewers, but I'm sure there's some other folks here because of the giveaway, and that's perfectly fine. But please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Just hit that button, and you will be qualified to win. And we're going to do a comment. We'll let you know what to comment in a little bit to be entered into it for the final drawing. All right. John, is that you? You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I just picked that one. I'm just trying to go down the line there.
All right.
with your knowledge that you have now, if you went back in time, how would you change your collecting?
I can answer that. I would buy every single thing in sight and hold it until this time and then sell it. Because the prices have gone up so much, not just in recent years, but over the past 20, 30 years in general.
Yeah, I definitely would. I've said it before. I'd go back. If I could go back in time, I would go to when Hills was closing down and buy every single figure they had.
I read the question a little differently. If I could go back in time, how would I change my collecting, not purchasing? I would probably just focus on loose or mocks, just not at the same time. I did loose, mocks, baggies, everything with Star Wars written on it. And I was like, it's too much. So I would probably just focus my collecting to a certain thing, finish with that before I move on.
Look behind you, Brandon.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said,
I like how you're the one
go back in time.
You're telling people how to collect, and you have a whole pile of garbage behind you.
No, I'm not telling. I said that's what I would do. That's what I would do, not what I have done.
Here's a 16-foot Darth Vader cutout from Pizza Hut behind him.
It's from Pepsi.
Okay, sorry.
I answer the question as I wouldn't have sold anything. I would have just kept everything I had.
Yeah.
And just not sold one thing over the last few years.
I had a whole mock collection that everyone knew. I started in like 1999, I think it was. And I sold it in 2009 when I got divorced. I had to, but I had the full run. I had all the Power of the Force, all the hard ones to get, tri-logos. I had a full run of everything. And I was forced to sell it, unfortunately.
Power of the Force Gaming Guard.
Yeah, I had the Gammy, I had the Nikto, I had all of them. The only one I never had was a tri-logo General Maydeen, because that's by far the most expensive.
How's that possible? Like, how's a Maydeen?
That's
it's a $15 figure, and it's
the toughest
sealed,
one.
and all of a sudden it's worth so much. That's exactly why I hate mocks.
It's like $30,000 now, I think, for a
I don't get it.
tri-logo Maydeen.
I can't wrap my mind around it.
Why did they only make like 20 of them?
No, I think it was only released in I want to say Australia maybe, but I could be completely wrong. Released in one country, and it was like a very, very few towards the end. What's
that figure worth once you take it out?
It's worth $15.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb.
I don't have figures are like that in the Star Wars line. The majority of the figures are like that. Once you take them out, they're kind of not worth a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't buy them.
I don't have a real intricate answer to that. My simple answer is I started with modern stuff, and I started with just a few that I liked, and very quickly became a completionist, and that just took its toll on me. It was very expensive. It was so much to keep up with pre-orders and hunting in stores and getting package variants, and finally I just had to cut myself off and stop. After hundreds of figures. So anybody who collects the vintage collection out there, it's got even more than some other lines, stuff like that. It's really hard to want and get everything. So I kind of wish I didn't go so hard like that.
Can you throw up Phil's question?
Phil's?
Yeah.
I was just going to throw this up real quick. This is kind of just a piggyback on the last one. Chris kind of alluded to some really nice mocks that he had. Anybody else have something that they wish they hadn't sold in the past?
So I had a full run. I got it off this guy on eBay. He pulled all 79 figures right off the card. I had the whole collection. Every single figure was like a 90 grade. They were like absolutely mint. And I had them for maybe like a year and a half, and I sold them all.
I remember that.
I wish I had them still.
I think it was like when you had your first kid, I want to say.
Yeah, I sold them right before she was born.
Yeah, like 16 years ago. I remember it.
Brandon or John, anything jump out at you?
I've kept everything from my collection. I've never.
We see.
Yeah,
I've never sold anything.
We need a new shirt for the merch shop. Brandon's Drawers.
Yeah.
Just an endless black hole of collecting.
And he has 2 houses that he fills his stuff up with too.
Yeah, there's rumors that he has a house that his wife doesn't even know about, and every room is just drawers and drawers of figures and cardboard.
God, I wish that was true.
All right, let's see. I haven't really been scanning. I haven't been scanning a lot of these other questions. Will AFA be at Kane County? I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know Kane County. That's too far for me.
That answer I don't know, but I haven't heard anything that they are, so I'm going to say most likely not. I think they only go to like the more bigger shows from what I understand, like Celebration. I'm assuming CAS will be there because honestly CAS does go to a lot of shows.
But isn't Kane County like one of the biggest toy shows in the country?
It is, but
Size-wise?
I've never heard of them going to it. At least
Okay.
I haven't. I could be wrong, but
All right. Craig, I appreciate the question. We're going to have to tell you to, follow AFA or check on their, socials and whatnot to find out because we don't want to steer you wrong. Let's see here. Darth Emmett has a good question for Chris.
and that's a very good question. So, as you guys can see right now, I'm downstairs in the basement, and my collection room, unfortunately, is upstairs. And it's right next to both of my kids' rooms. So a lot of the times when I do videos, I can't do them upstairs in the room anymore. That's why I switched them down here, because they're sleeping, napping, whatever the case is.
Right.
But now that I do my videos down here, I am going to be moving my collection downstairs. And Charles is now editing videos. So I'm about a few weeks away of making the first video. I'm going to start off with the first 21. Make it simple, the first 21, and Charles will edit the video, and it will be up in the next month, I promise.
Awesome. Great. All right, Darth, thanks for the question. We appreciate it. Just to remind everybody, we're going to be giving away a graded Emperor's Royal Guard. It's a Taiwan AFA 85 grade, and we're going to be doing that shortly in this live stream.
How do they win, Shane?
Well, we're going to announce something that they need to comment. And they will be entered in if they comment with a certain phrase. And we're going to do that shortly, so stick around. And just a reminder, you must be a subscriber to the channel. So quickly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can follow our show on YouTube. Not a big deal. Whenever you come on YouTube, you'll see some of our videos in your stream of your account. Not a big deal to commit to. We're not going to. It's not anything more than that, but. Subscribe to the channel and please follow us. If you're enjoying talking about vintage Star Wars, we talk about other lines as well. We talk about the new movies and trailers that come out, all that mix of the fun stuff that we all enjoy. So let's see. We have a comment here.
Hey Alexa, how you doing? Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Alexa.
She can actually win this.
I don't know. Is that a gray area?
He'll be selling it next week on Rogue 5.
much like Lord Walden's beard, that's a gray area. I'm with you though, brother. I'm with you.
I should probably get the figure, shouldn't I? Since we're doing a live stream giveaway. Okay, I'll be right back.
Whenever you have time, Chris. Please.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So, if you look at the chat right now, it's getting a little dirty. The action figure graders in there. So,
oh boy, I got it. So you know what? I'm getting lost way back in the chat.
Yeah, he's already starting trouble.
Sam Fu loves the hats. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. Oh my gosh, Juan Carlos he's on the ball tonight.
Well, he obviously watched my unboxing that I was so happy. I got a no COO prune face. Well, all prune face is no COO. Who would know that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's not a raised bar China?
I guess not.
Lynette Snow says you should do a show with the Yoda puppet. Well, that is coming.
How about we get a question for Yoda? Does someone have a question for Yoda?
Does anybody have a question for Yoda? We are going to be doing the Ask Yoda Anything segment. Man, I am so far behind in the comments.
Just
not
much
surprised.
forwards. Let's go all the way forwards.
Not surprised.
Well, I'm just, I don't want to, I don't want to miss anything. Here's a kind of a comment question.
Oh, that junk man just hopped in too.
So with the different grading companies, which all do good work, I like that CAS takes a picture of the graded figures to go with the serial number. What about you guys? Do you appreciate how they do that compared to any others?
Waste of. I just told them actually. I saw them at the auction, the Morphe auction.
Right.
And I told them they should stop doing it and maybe charge $5 or $2 because honestly, I think it's a waste of time. You can move that guy and he could do something else and just not take pictures.
Let's see. Aaron again has a question. Do you feel any of the wait? Do you feel the wait time at the two grading companies, the main two, will create a competitor? I don't know. It's been a wait time for a while now, and I don't know. For somebody to pop up and start grading figures is a big deal.
I don't think so. AFA right now is, I think my last order was September. No, it was July, and I still didn't get it in. CAS is like 4 to 5 months right now. They're actually really fast.
That's the figure.
Nice.
And I'm wearing gloves.
We're going to be getting
you
one.
are? Couldn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now we're all mixed up. I don't know if I can handle that. There we go. All right. Dan S. has a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. Do you guys have any original toys from your childhood?
Oh,
God.
Don't even ask that question, Dan.
That's a very touchy subject, Dan.
I have one figure. It's a Poncho Luke without the poncho, and he's got a Rebel Commando's head.
Nice.
That's the only one.
Well, I tried to answer this question earlier, but Chris got very upset. I have 2 starting lineup figures in their packages. It's the only thing I have from childhood.
Which one?
But you see, that answer was the answer to this question. It wasn't the answer to the other question.
Well, it was something I collected.
Yes, Greg was really interested in your starting lineup.
So you mind just reaching back and getting them, Shane? I'm sure Greg. I'm sure Dan wants to see them.
These are the 2 that I have. Yeah, these are the 2 that I have.
Who's that? Frank Thomas?
I said Ricky Henderson. Who was that? Dave Winfield.
Winfield.
They're going to be Yankee players, so it's going to be Winfield.
Well,
and,
it could be Henderson.
Mattingly. It's got to be Mattingly.
That's true.
Wade Boggs.
Boom.
Yep.
Mattingly.
Yeah.
He named his son Mattingly. There's no way he doesn't have Mattingly.
Let's see what.
That's true.
This was $10 in what year is this?
And now it's worth $7.
You overpaid.
1988. It was $10 in 1988 at the sports
Definitely.
card
How's the blister on it? How's the blister?
It's not atrocious, but these cards are a little dirty and beat up, unfortunately. But I can't believe I have anything left because my mom threw all my Star Wars in the garbage. So
I like the junk man's question on here.
all right, let's see, where is he? Oh my God, John, you got to help me out, I guess.
We got to get through these.
I got a problem
All
here.
right.
I mean, we can't go through every one.
No.
Well, let's see. How about this one? This is a good one.
I didn't see a question from him. I just saw a statement.
Oh, I was just going to click that, John.
Nice. While the pandemic was happening, did any of you change your focus on what you like to collect?
I did. Well, let me think.
Yes.
Yeah, right around. Yeah, I did. That's when I got rid of all my Black Series and switched over to only collecting vintage stuff.
I was still doing loose graded and baggies and everything, so no, not for me.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
I started collecting autographs.
I started collecting. I don't say more, but I had already gotten some vintage stuff years before that, and then I started collecting more vintage stuff like everyone else we know because everybody was sitting at home with nothing to do. So
I started collecting John Smoltz memorabilia.
Oh, Jesus.
This is it's his doppelganger, Chris.
That's right.
John Smoltz.
I didn't see a junk man question. I just saw a statement.
It's the same. It's the same thing, Brandon. Thank you.
Okay.
Wait.
Correct.
Do this again? Do we do this again?
We all met to answer that fast at the ICCC show 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2021.
I met Chris. I think I was 3, and he
I
was
was
born in a hospital.
Yeah.
So the only reason Brandon's here is because he bought a Luke Jedi green saber off me for $35, and he didn't want to pay $5 shipping. So he said,
This is
hand it to me at the ICC con. So I handed it to him. He kind of like walked away, and then we saw him like later on for lunch, and then all of a sudden, all 5 of us were just walking around there.
Yeah, I bought it from you, and then I flipped it for $55, and then
That's so good.
And then we had lunch. We were eating ice cream sandwiches, I think, in the VIP lounge at the show.
You're actually right. Yeah.
And I met John in line at the show because I didn't know what he looked like, but I heard his voice, and I was like, "Oh, I bought stuff from him." And then Shane was just tagging along, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, I met up with John. John was I think I didn't know any of the 3 of you guys before that. John was somebody I had chatted with before.
You put out an ad in the local the local solo group.
Friends wanted.
looking for love. Looking for love at ICCC.
It was in the Georgian newspaper.
Yeah,
John
It was
opened
in the
up.
misconnections.
Shane went on Craigslist in Nashville and was like looking for love at ICCC.
Or at least a roommate.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. I was sitting at home with my wife on the couch, and this convention was getting talked about in the IC more and more, and I had just started to kind of switch over to really focusing on vintage and collecting just vintage. And we're at the tail end of the first year of COVID, and I said, I got to get the hell out of this house because I was working from home. I still am. And to my surprise, my wife was like, why don't you go? And I'm like, really? Leave you with the 2 kids and go to Nashville for the weekend? She's like, yeah, you got to get out of the house. You've been here for, locked in the house for a year. And so I was like,
still are.
yeah, of course. But I went online and bought a ticket like that night, and that was it. So that's how I got down there. All right. I'm seeing a couple of repetitive questions, so I'm kind of skipping those. Here's Vic. I'll let Charles. I guess I'll let you answer that. You've spoken to them.
Yeah. I mean,
talked about it.
They didn't really reach. Like, he reached out. Like, one of them reached out when I was at the Morphe auctions, and they're gonna fix the problem of the Rocksteady mock that I had. It's not
Victor there.
Yeah, Victor was there.
How drunk was he?
He was actually he was actually sitting right next to me when this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling everybody else because he already knows. But...
Why do we keep picking the Uncle Victor questions?
I don't know. Does anybody have any Star Wars prototypes or first shots?
Yes.
I do. Yeah. I have a Prune Face Power of the Force 2 first shot of Prune Face.
Okay, nice. Brandon, what do
What
you
do you
have?
have, Brandon?
I have a one of the Hasbro lines that came out after Power of the Force 2. I have an unproduced figure that came with a supposed to be produced in a pack. It is one of the Rebel soldiers from Tantive 4, I believe. And I have a couple of like painted test painted figures from later lines, but nothing. I don't have anything vintage.
Where are they though?
Where are
drawer
they?
number 87.
I mean,
They're in his house in
Is it-
Miami.
He has
I'll show
a
them off
Google
later.
Doc spreadsheet that
Yeah, they're in the
tracks it all.
drawer.
Yeah.
this is like the mystery of all that surrounds Brandon. Is like where is your shit? Like, where is it?
No one
Everybody
knows.
wants to know.
No one knows. John,
It
I
is
was gonna
Actually-
I was gonna pick that too.
I'm actually gonna send those in to get encased. So
Todd,
they're in the vault right now.
my wife
Not
does
John's
not,
vault.
Right there.
not
My
John,
vault.
not the vaulted. No, not the vaulted.
No, no
Ford
advertising
Ogle-
fees.
Oglethorpe.
Yeah.
Nope, no advertising fees were paid. You can't say it.
Todd,
Oh,
my
I pay
wife
my
has not
dues,
said
trust me.
anything. I usually let it grow in the winter sometimes, and like every other year, I'll let it grow long. And I don't know. She seems to like it, but I could
can
shave it
worry
at any
about it.
moment.
Shane, I saw this question at least 25 minutes ago. You are so far back. You need to move forwards all the way.
Yeah.
He
Who's your
Dream
dream
guest
guest
at
at
ICC
ICC?
of who? I mean, Mark Hamill would be mine.
Harrison Ford, easy.
Mark
Love
Hamill.
him.
Mine
All of
is
those will never happen.
mine is I don't want to meet anybody. I don't think they're any more important than you or like a regular person.
Brandon and
Oh.
Charles are so opposite on this topic. Brandon wants to
Completely
meet
opposite.
everybody. He leaves a booth with like valuable collectibles for sale, just walks away. If the chance he could meet the third Rebel Commando from the scene with the
Yeah.
chicken walker on Endor.
So they actually had the ninth. It was the ninth puppeteer controlling Jabba the Hutt's tail. Brandon saw him. He
got his autograph?
he left his booth to get the ninth autograph of the puppeteer.
Yeah.
It'd be Harrison Ford for me as well, but he's not going to make it, and Mark Hamill's not going to do it either. So
Yeah,
Both of those.
he's too weird.
or George Lucas, and that's not going to happen either.
So, but Corey Burnett will be there signing at the ICC.
Oh, well then I'm going to bring something to get signed.
I don't want it.
All right. Phil Bangert has a question. Will you hand your collection down to your children or someone? What is your hope for it?
I don't know about my collection, but I have two pieces. One is technically Grayson's, and one is my other son Jackson's. That's part of my collection. That they both, each one will get handed one piece each.
Nice. I have no aspirations. I'm enjoying it while I have the stuff. Again, I haven't been collecting that long. If my family, I don't know, if something happens to me and they sell it all, I would not have been upset about that.
I'm the same way. I'm gonna hand my kids money or something because handing them something like this, I feel like is like the same as like a timeshare. Like you're handing them something that they don't really want, and they're just gonna sell it anyway. So,
you guys should be ready because I told my wife one time, I don't know why it popped in my head. I said, if anything ever happens to me, just like put it all in the box and just ship it to like Charles or Christopher or somebody.
Oh,
Because
Rogue
at
5
least-
toys would be popping.
Because at least they will know what it's worth and it will, be done.
The only part
she'll
is,
get
like-
something out of it. You know what I mean?
Huge
The
beater
only
sale.
part is all the hands have rubs in it.
Yeah.
Paint the thing.
And I
You
love
can go to
how
town once you get it, but
everyone always talks about dying first and sending me or Charles their toys. I can guarantee you that I'll be dead before anyone, probably. So I won't be around to sell your toys for you. Sorry.
I like this one.
Oh my god! I wish this was my
this
full-time job.
this actually is Chris's full-time job.
Yeah.
This is my full-time job. Yes.
Selling toys.
I buy collections, I sell collections, selling toys, and do this phenomenal podcast that has 37 people on.
Yeah.
58.
Well, we're at
58.
50. Yeah, this is our
I
best
know.
live stream so far, people-wise. John has 4 jobs, I believe.
4.
Uh,
So busy. So busy.
yeah, I mean, he's got a shop, he's got a job, he's got a pot. I mean, this is a job.
He cleans porta potties on the side.
That I
No,
don't do.
no, he don't clean them. He uses them.
He uses them.
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything too spicy yet, Junkman, but we're here, we're ready.
If you scroll down, he has a couple of statements he wants to ask, but
Oh,
All right, come on.
Okay.
let's see. Is there anything?
There's a lot of good chatter in here.
Go
so
through
Todd
there.
D-
What about this? Where do you guys get pricing for vintage Star Wars items?
Did you read that same thing, Brandon? About the
Yeah.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Most of my pricing comes from the Facebook groups. I don't use the Star Wars Tracker app at all. I don't like it. It uses eBay prices, so I don't really think it's like legitimate. Do I go on eBay and check sold listings? Absolutely. I think everyone does. But then you have to also minus 15, 20% off that price, and then you kind of get a price.
For me, it's the consistency of being in the groups, watching sales, watching Deal or No Deals. If it's kind of odder or less common items, it's just from daily, just kind of reading and perusing through, and my brain just absorbs the prices that have been going on lately. But also all those same things that I'm reading on a regular basis, you can go into the groups and search a phrase and pull up, recent stuff. So that's when it comes down to it, and I really need to know a price. That's my number one way, is to go into the groups and search. And frankly, Rogue 5 Toys, our own sales page. If I need to know what's a loose complete this going for lately, I'll go in there and I'll see Charles and Brandon and Christopher and John all have sold something in the last 6 months, and I'll know the price.
I know for us, like on Rogue 5, we're very strict with our sales that when we sell something, we don't delete the price like some people may do in other groups or whatever. That. We always leave the price up, but we will always turn off the comments, so you can scroll back and go back at any time to look at what the price was.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, so a reminder, in just probably about a few minutes here, we're going to do the giveaway for the Graded Emperor's Royal Guard. It's an AFA 85.
No, that's just on your call-in show, Junkman.
All right, here he is.
One call per show. Okay, here we go.
This is the question he's been waiting for.
All right, who's going first?
Wearing panties.
There they are.
Charles.
I'm not.
I would say false.
If I had to pick someone out of us five that was probably wearing them, I would go with Brandon. Yeah, that's who I would pick too.
I'd go with John.
John's old school.
John does some of that freaky stuff.
John's old school in the way that he's probably wearing tighty whities though, not like commando.
Yeah. No, boxer briefs all the way.
Okay. Oh, boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, boxer briefs.
Yeah. All right. I'm a boxer. I'm a regular boxers guy.
Banana hammock.
Who is the biggest hoarder in the group? Let's see.
It's
100%. It's Brandon.
Yep.
Shane.
It's 1,000% Brandon.
Shane.
Not even close.
Yep.
It's Brandon.
No, not compared to you, Brandon.
Shane doesn't always buy. He goes through streaks of buying.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon always
buys.
Always.
False.
He's physically in different areas 5 times a week to hoard and buy.
So
I was at 2 conventions within a 12-hour period, correct? But
who has a full-time job doing this? Is it me or you? Because you are so much more active than I am.
So this is Brandon. We all see him buying, and me and him have a separate Lego chat. So I'm sure he has a separate chat with someone else with Marvel, someone else with Indiana Jones, someone else with Aliens. He's got so many chats going on. Yeah. He collects everything.
Junkman, we got to hook up and do a live show together soon. Get your audience, get our audience, and chat about some fun stuff.
Definitely. And don't say you can't do it because we saw it Saturday night.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm calling you out, Junkman.
Junkman, we're always watching your videos, and we got to do a live stream. It'll be fun.
But that was he didn't even hear that because that was 45 minutes ago that he stated that.
No. This was a comment he just made. He just made it 1 minute ago.
He said he's got to go make a video.
Yeah.
Robin Hood sucks.
Yeah.
Brandon's latest collection.
I have one piece. One.
Let's see.
Corey said it's the only reason he's
here. You missed it.
God.
You definitely
All right,
missed
so guys, I'm going to announce right now. So you must be a subscriber to the channel. So if you're here and you want to be part of this giveaway, subscribe to the channel quick, and you need to make a comment in the live chat. the phrase,
write anything.
The phrase you need to include in your comment is ERG for Emperor's Royal Guard. So say whatever you want, but make sure you have ERG in there.
So funny. There's some pretty good comments in there.
Yeah.
Correct. Todd and I do have a Disney collectibles chat. We share our ice cream makers.
Smart ass right now.
All right, so that's what you got to do. You got to comment, and you got to mention ERG in your comment.
ERG, not GRE, Junkman.
GR. We'll give everyone a few minutes.
Let's see.
That's the figure.
Does the ERG have the correct factory weapon?
Hey, what's going on, Luke?
For Chris.
Hey, Luke. Thanks for joining.
So this is a Taiwan AFA 85. I would say the most common ERG is the Taiwan. That came on most of the Jedi cards. I would say the second hardest would be a Hong Kong, and then the third hardest would be the no COO. You know, not counting Lily Letty or anything like that, but Taiwan, it's the more common one, but to get a nice 85 grade for free. Now you guys can do whatever you want with this. Whoever wins it, if you want to go ahead and sell it, you don't need to ask us. We don't care. Like literally no one cares what you do with this. You can smash it on the floor. We're not the Illuminati over here.
How did we get it?
So Adam Gothard says it's the pike with the bump.
So this was donated by Dallas Vintage Toys. So want to say thank you to Dallas Vintage Toys. I had bought something and they sent me the wrong item. When I had reached out to the owner, Sean, he said, "Hey, just keep it, give it away on your show to one of your guests or members," and that's what we're doing. So thank you, Dallas Vintage Toys, for this item. It was very nice.
He's seen our show before, and so that was really nice
you.
that he was familiar with it and made that donation.
I appreciate it a lot. So,
all right. So I want to give a couple more minutes because there's I'm watching entries and I see that there's over 60 people here. So just give it another minute or two.
So you're holding it with gloves, but how about for the people who want no gloves?
I won't do that. Well, actually, you know what? It's not my item, so yeah.
Juan, perfect timing, because I am deep into Lego Star Wars. Like,
Those
deep.
are toys.
Deep.
Those are toys.
Are they? I mean, they are, and like they're not at the same time.
Let's have a vote in the comments. Is Lego toys? Do I have to say Lego? Like I collect that?
Yeah, Lego.
I can say Legos, right? Because I don't care.
Toys.
Lego.
I got something for you. I collect Julio Rodriguez rookie cards. Only the one guy, just Julio.
Just Julio Rodriguez.
Yep, that's it.
So I collect sneakers. I'm a big sneakerhead. I have a lot of pairs of shoes, not as many as I used to. I would say at one point I probably had like 140 pairs of sneakers, and I had to cut that down because now I have 2 kids that take up a lot of space. But definitely shoes for me, sneakers.
I used to collect
Sam just
hats,
called you numbnuts.
sneakers, and I was buying a bunch of those cool socks that Dwayne Wade came out with a few years ago, but I had to stop because I ran out of room.
I have funky socks.
Stance, I think Stance socks.
Oh, Stan socks. Yep.
Yeah. I was collecting those for a while, but I had to stop. I ran out of room.
Yeah.
And the elastic gets blown out from them for some reason.
They literally have a pair of socks that will match every sneaker or color combo that there is.
I love them. They're at all the shows, all the celebrations too.
Yeah, Stan socks. You get Crep Protect and all of them.
Anybody collect coins? He wants to know. I have some old coins that were handed down to me from my father. I have like a baggie of some really old coins, but I don't actively collect them.
Every time I find, only because I find them interesting Every time I find a bicentennial quarter or a $50, I put it away.
Okay.
It's because John remembers when those were freshly minted.
I do.
Our father,
celebrating our nation's bicentennial.
our father is actually a huge coin collector. He's been collecting coins for, I don't know, 50 years probably. So he's a really, really big coin collector.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that and stamps.
41 entries.
So
41 entries. We have
there's 61 people. So 20
people.
All right,
So
guys,
there's
whoever's
20
watching,
people.
make sure you comment and include in your comment what you see on the screen there. ERG for Emperor's Royal Guard. You could say whatever you want. You can comment anything. As long as that's included in the comment, you will be entered to win.
Yeah.
And you must be a subscriber, so make sure you hit that button before we do the draw.
Unusual Turn even mentioned it as a comment. ERG is the sound that John makes in the porta potties.
Yep. 5 guys talking ERG.
Yes. Lynette, do the dogs type? Can they type?
All right, we've got 42
Shane, run it again.
entries.
42.
We're going to give it another 60 seconds or so, guys.
it is mind blowing that there's 17 people that are watching this and they're not typing in ERG for a free giveaway.
Yeah, and this is not this is not us 5 just looking through the comments and randomly picking one or liking a comment that that we see. This is a tool with StreamYard. No, it's not. It is not case sensitive, but it's going to go strictly by the comments that have ERG in it. We have no control over that, so make sure you make a comment now. There's like Chris said, there's about 17 people that are not entered yet that are here watching. Johnny No Name says Lego 100% toys.
Mm-hmm. Bothan's statement was correct. Rihanna was dressed as ERG at Super Bowl. Yes.
All right. We're going to go another 20 or 30 seconds. Come on, everybody. Make sure you make a comment. We're up to 45 entries now. We've got 61 people watching.
I love how Brandon signs on and comments ERG.
So did I.
Oh,
God. I was like, oh, the Lego collectors.
Life.
What a life this guy has. He's entering to win his own giveaways.
The minifig collectors. Does Charles have a new name?
So let me remind everybody before we do this drawing, you can go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for everything about our show, all of our social links. We put out different content, shorts and reels and stuff on different social channels. So make sure you follow us in the different, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, of course. And you can also find our collector sales page, rogue5toys.com, on that link as well. You can go directly there. And you can collect with us. We have some fun there. We post some stuff. There's always one of us posting stuff for sale any given time of the day. So hang out with us there as well. And I think that's about it, boys. We have
I think it's time.
46 entries. So this is the first time using this tool. Let's see how it goes.
I have no idea. I'm a little nervous.
All right.
It's going to be anticlimactic. I mean, we're going to have.
Should you click it 3 times and then the fourth one? Should you just do it one time?
I think it's a one-time deal. I think.
Okay.
What does it look like? Did you do a test run earlier?
I didn't, but I saw like a screenshot of what it's supposed to look like, so I'm pretty confident.
It's gonna bam. There's a name.
We're gonna put that music on there.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
You want to do the music?
I'm joking. I was just wondering if you were gonna have that.
No, we always do the music.
I think
the music is also John's son.
Yes. John. On Spotify.
47 entries. You have 5 seconds to make a comment with ERG in it to be entered if you are not entered already. Last call to make a comment, and we're going to do the drawing now. I see a lot of comments pouring in. Christine Connolly says the suspense. Jeff Moore says show us the ERG. Can we get Chris there? There he is.
I think he means show us the ERG. Like Hit the draw button
the
already.
draw.
Right?
Hit the
We're
draw
taking it
button.
literal. We're taking it literally. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's
All
go.
right.
Press the button.
Wait, we gotta get back. Okay.
Here we go. 47 entries. Okay, here we go. Ready? And
Draw.
well, hold on. I want to
Oh,
turn
God.
this comment off. Get that comment
Oh,
off. Of,
God.
Okay.
I want to see Charles'
Charles'
face. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go! Core services. Who's that?
Who's
I have
that?
no idea who that is, but congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats.
FIS.
Congratulations.
Core, is he still on? Are you still on Core Services FIS?
He
Oh, he has
must
to
have been
be
on.
present to win,
It's only
right?
been about 10 minutes of commenting. He must be here. Comment if you're here.
He did. He commented. Can you tell us your name so we know who to contact?
All right, here we are.
Okay.
So, Core
We'll get-
Services.
Of course, Vic
Rigged.
didn't win, so he says it's rigged.
How close was Kyle
Congratulations.
to winning? Did you
I-
guys see that?
Yeah, I saw Kyle winning, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna win again!" It's
I was hoping
it's
it would
always
be
him or
Todd.
Todd winning.
Remember Todd?
Adam G. He wrote.
Adam G.
Adam G. Okay. All right, so Adam, you'll have to reach out to one of us. Reach out to
Well, to me because I have the item.
Yeah, I mean, so reach out if you can't get a hold of Chris, reach out to one of us through Facebook Messenger. You can comment on the video, but we'll get a hold of you. But if you could reach out to Kyle, that thing stopped on you for about 4 solid seconds,
And then
and then all of a
then
sudden
Shane hit the
confetti
bump
went off.
button.
Oh,
And Shane hit the bump button.
Look at Todd.
Yeah.
Kyle wins every time. It's always
Todd
Todd.
wins every time.
Todd always
yeah,
wins.
it's always Todd.
All right, well, congratulations again to Core Services, to Adam G. That was a fun one. So now we have some confidence in our giveaway tool here, guys.
Yeah.
So we could do this again in the future for sure.
And thank you, Dallas Vintage Toys, for the item.
Yes. Big thanks to Dallas Vintage Toys. That's awesome.
Thanks, Dallas.
Maybe
Finish
they
short.
can donate something else to us again.
So, guys, we
Okay.
still have 61 people here. If there's anybody who has any other questions for us, throw them out there. We're going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes, but we appreciate everybody hanging with us tonight. Please subscribe to the channel. You'll see this video posted in our library, in our channel on YouTube after the live is over. So if you want to go back and watch any of it, or if you want to share it with your fellow collectors, we appreciate that. What do you guys think? That was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
good episode.
I'm happy with the turnout. I'm happy that we had over 50 people. It's very good. You know, we're still a very young show. We're a young podcast. We're only a year or so old. You know, a lot of the shows have been around a lot longer than us, so we're always thankful for the support and for the views and everyone that tunes into us.
Oh, of course. And we also have 59 people still logged in after they just
After the
logged.
drawing.
So
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
appreciate all of you, for hanging with us
Awesome.
for the last few minutes. That's awesome.
And if you guys are going to the show, please stop by and say hi in person. We'd love to meet everybody.
Yep. We're going to be walking around. We're going to probably do some, funny kind of like YouTube short, like skit things.
Skits,
and
yeah.
we're also going to have, I don't know how much time we're going to have in the podcast room, but we'll work something out with, having some people on and stuff.
And I'm actually thinking about going to the Columbus, Ohio show. I know Sam's and Sean Burrell have a booth, and it's on a Sunday. So I have already spoke to the wife. She gave the okay, and it's an 8-hour drive. So I am thinking of going for the 2 days and hanging out with them and helping them at their booth.
Nice.
So I will be there hopefully.
Nice.
All right. Enjoying the new live stream nights. I like that.
Yeah.
There'll be more in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Well,
planning
doing
to
at least
do a
one a
live
month,
stream
right?
about once a month. So
All right.
you
Now,
know.
before we leave, can Yoda answer someone's question?
Do we have a question for Yoda?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get one good question.
Can you do that,
for Yoda.
Brandon? Or
We're having a
I got to ask Yoda. I mean,
Yeah.
I might be sleeping.
we're planning on having this new segment, at least once or twice a week. Just pop up on our YouTube channel.
Someone throw out a question for Yoda, and the best one will get picked.
Yeah. And like I said, we're planning on doing this regularly. Ask Yoda anything.
Oh yeah.
Wow, if Adam really has an ERG focus, that's like kismet. That's meant to be.
That's awesome.
I entered. I was going to sell it if I won. So.
Yeah, congratulations to Adam. Thanks for signing on and commenting.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Your Yoda is Santa real. What is your favorite?
Is that a
Here
real?
we go.
Is that a real
orange
question?
snake?
I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
All right, let me
let's get Yoda.
See if he's up for it. Let me see if he's up for it. Hold on, let me go check on him real quick.
All right, so everyone, we have our Wednesday Wins and Whiffs episode every Wednesday, only here on YouTube. So come on back on Wednesday night, 6 p.m. You can watch it anytime after that. You'll see our new collectibles that we'll share with you and see if anybody had a big strikeout, a whiff of the week. And we'll be back with our regularly scheduled Sunday night shows starting next Sunday that are topic-based, and we record those ahead of time. And we have some good interviews coming up as well. So stay tuned for some interviews of some folks who are involved in Star Wars in one way or the other and some other toy areas.
There he is.
I hear Yoda breathing.
Yoda, are you there?
Did somebody have a question?
We have a question from Joe Rice. Is that okay if you answer it?
Correct.
All right. He's asking, what is your favorite, the brown snake or the orange snake?
Obvious question and answer. The trouser snake. Next question.
The orange snake's in the front of the trousers, the brown snake's in the back of the trousers.
Correct.
Oh gosh.
Here's a good one. Yoda, what is your take on seagulls?
I wish they would stop shitting on my cave. Next question.
Oh, I clicked the same one, John.
Did you?
Yoda, does your butt itch all the time after hanging out on Brandon's hand?
Correct.
All right, come on, guys, give us a couple more. Yoda, do you wear boxers or briefs?
Rebel Commando, I must go. Come take a peek.
James Gunther has a question. Yoda, what kind of whiskey do you like?
Tough question this is. The future is hard to see. I don't drink whiskey. I drink rum.
Yoda's has a Caribbean vibe. He goes that sweeter way.
Correct.
Correct.
He drinks the swamp water.
Swamp water.
Sam Sams wants to know, why doesn't Yoda wear a hat?
Why is that so funny, Christopher?
Because every question you will start gone.
Correct. Does it look like I need a hat? Hats I do not wear.
Yoda, how was Yaddle?
Was Yaddle a female? I don't even know that. Or does it not matter in this day and age?
I do not know who this woman is.
Wasn't she on the Jedi Council with you, Yoda?
Do you know how much I've drank since then?
All right. Aaron wants to know, does Yoda like New York style pizza, Chicago garbage, or Georgian pizza?
Difficult to see. The answer is but I prefer to eat the Georgian garbage.
Oh, Georgian pizza wins.
Correct.
Okay.
There's no way, Yoda. You're drunk.
Yeah, Yoda's drunk. He's drunk.
All right, last question of the night, guys. Last question of the night. Yoda,
Yes?
what do you think of Luke and Leia kissing?
It was his sister.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. She was pretty hot.
Did Yoda never met Princess Leia? Did he? I mean, who knows?
Oh, I met her. Remember, the visions. I can see.
All right, folks. If anybody else has a question for Yoda, you got to reach out to us as a comment on this video once it posts up. If there's anything that's fun that comes into the live chat here, we'll make note of it. But we're going to be looking for a lot of comments or questions, I should say, for Yoda so that we can do this new segment, Ask Yoda Anything. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream tonight, guys. I think we hit some 64 people or so. That's a new high watermark for us. We appreciate it. I know you all subscribe to the channel, but anybody who's watching this video after the fact,
hit the thumbs up too.
And watching Yoda right now, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button on this video. You're not watching it live anymore if you're watching it after it's posted, but subscribe to the channel, follow all of our content. Wednesdays and Sundays are new episodes, and there's other video content throughout the week in addition. You can also find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts to listen in the car. Thanks very much for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Please go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for our merch store. Grab yourself a hat, a t-shirt, support the show. We appreciate it. And you can also hang with us on a daily basis and purchase collectibles, chat with us, have fun at rogue5toys.com. Guys, a fun live stream. Thanks to everyone for being here. We had fun giving away this collectible. Thanks to Dallas Vintage Toys for donating that to the show. And we'll see you on Wednesday for Wins and Whiffs and another live stream in March. So please join us then.
Bye.
Bye, Yoda.
Yoda. Yoda. Say hi to
Thank
Brandon.
you.